Hi guys, I'm going to be recording a few different videos about the different things that I got while in London and Milan. I got a lot. Yeah, bank account's really screaming right now, but yeah, let live, right? We had a good time and that's what matters. And anyways, so there'll be multiple videos of the different things I got in different categories. I think that'll be the easiest way to approach this. But for this first video, I'm going to be focusing on gifts that I got for others, or my mom got for others, and things that we got for ourselves that won't fit into the other video categories. So like food items, that kind of stuff that doesn't really fit in. So I'm going to start with what we bought for other people. So a lot of food items again, but you know, is what it is. We'll start with the ones that I think most people will be interested in. Is we went to the Harry Potter Warner Brothers Studios set, and we loved that. Actually, we're not. Well, I like Harry Potter, and my mom is not a Harry Potter fan at all. We're not like big obsessed with it or anything, and so like we were really skeptical on if paying theme park ticket prices was going to be worth it, but we loved it. We are actually glad we did that over versus going to Harry Potter World at Universal, just because we're not ride people per se. So like this was more what we would love. So seeing this actual stage sets and all of that was great. It was way better than we expected. We were really happy with it. It was one of the best things we did on the trip outside of like shopping and eating. So we have two friends, our hairdresser, we have the same hairdresser, and a coworker are huge Harry Potter people. Like all their tattoos are Harry Potter. They decorate their house in Harry Potter, and they both happen to be House Ravenclaw. So for my coworker, one of the gifts I got her is this Harry Potter quill pen. I thought something she could actually use would be nice. She may have one, I don't know. I know she's been to Harry Potter World in Orlando, but I saw this and I thought of her and that she would like this and for something she could maybe use at work for fun. It is a ballpoint pen. This was £10 or $12. So for anybody who is curious about prices, but yeah. They had this kind of pen in every house color and then like a neutral, just general Harry Potter one. So anybody who was interested in that, I had considered getting the general Harry Potter one, but decided I didn't actually need it. I'd just be spending money to spend money at that point. So got that for her. One of the reasons I'm also doing this video first is because I go back to work tomorrow and I'd like to give people their stuff and be done with it over the next week from close, just, you know, personal friends versus, I think that's the only coworker I actually brought anything back for. But yeah. Anyways, no, that's not true. 2 coworkers, 4 coworkers. Wow, I really like my coworkers. And then the thing that most people are going to want to see is the wands. So we went into this with only wanting to get a wand for them if it was exclusive to London, and this one is. So any of the ones that said, I guess I should hold it correctly, that said exclusive design collection are only for the Warner Brothers Studio ones, not for, or the Warner Brothers Studio ones, and not for Universal Parks. And then each store, Universal Warner Brothers Studio store, has their own one, but sometimes you can buy them at other ones. But this one is exclusive to London. We asked like 5 times to make sure, although they did have the one made for the Chicago store there, but they made sure we understood that was Chicago store. But then they had a bunch of other ones that were not exclusive to any particular location, just to Warner Brothers. But this one was exclusive to London. So let me open it up. It comes with a little card. Then wrapping this way, and this was called the Time Turner. Yes. So there's the wand, and then there's the handle. So. And then on the edges it says, "My use and value unto you are gauged by what you have to do. I mark the hours every one, nor have I yet outrun the sun. So those are the words on each side. And then the bottom is just that. So yeah, since we got them each one of these. It does say fragile collectible wand, not a toy. And we got them each one of those. So we know they've both gone to Universal, but neither one had gone to this place, or were they most likely not going to. So we got them that. It also comes with a special, I wouldn't say special, it comes with its own bag, and it's shaped like a wine bag, but just for the wand. So to get it, you have to buy a wand. It's nothing, it just fits the wand. So it makes it like a nice gift bag, basically. So anyway, sorry, I had to stop, so not sure if I'm repeating myself. But yeah, got two of these, one for my coworker, who I got the pen for, and then one for our hairdresser. I believe these were 35 pounds each. So not too horrible. That probably converts to about $50 each. But so fun little gifts for them. Sorry. Then for ourselves, we talked about getting a wand, but like I said, we're just not those people. So I did find this, and we thought this fit us, either decorative or to use. But it's a Harry Potter makeup brush wand for either display or to use. So yeah, we really liked that. Thought it was different, fun, and not house specific, just I think it was 12 pounds, so $15, $16 maybe. Let's see. Next, we went to Fortnum and Mason's, and I have a coworker who who did a study abroad in London, and it's been a long time since she's been back, and so she knew what this was. So I got her some. She likes green tea and herbal tea, so I got her some fruity green teas. It's an assortment pack of 3 different flavors. Didn't know which one she would want, so it's got lemon, elderflower, and mandarin. So I knew she preferred green teas first, so I went with that. Which they didn't have a whole lot of green tea options, so but that's what she wanted. And then for her and her husband, because her husband is European, we found this chocolate shop that is a British chocolate shop called Charbonnel and Walker. That's the name. And we got them some chocolate truffles. They are dark chocolate truffles. A little selection. They were actually 50% off. We were buying ourselves a box, and then they told us they was 50% off, and I was like, I'll get her a box too. I know they love good quality chocolate and British made chocolate, so you don't normally see that, so we got them a box as well. I think that made it 10 pounds, so not a bad price. I do not remember what the tea was. So we got ourselves a box of this, and we got ourselves a box of, if I have it in here, yes, hold on. A dry martini truffle. So, and then they have a 007 Bond theme. So they had a lot of 007 ones. I think it had something to do with 007. And it is located on Bond Street. So maybe that's the connection. I don't actually remember what it was. That was at the beginning of the trip. So that was over 2 weeks ago now. Then we got from Vinci, which there's a store in London and a store in Milan. Vinci chocolates. I got 3 boxes of these as 3 different gifts. They are for a family friend, a coworker, and my boss and his wife. They make really, really good chocolate, premium chocolate, and so we got them a box of this. These were 29 pounds, so very happy with that. And if you're ever in London or specifically Milan or Italy, Vinci chocolate is some of the best chocolate I've ever had. That and Laderack. And then for another friend, coworker friend, he's obsessed with chocolate, and I got him a little box of sample chocolates at Vinci, and these are like what the samples are in them. So, and then the insides. The raspberry is our favorite, and the orange is really good, and the dark chocolate. I haven't tried any other flavors yet, but those are the 3 I've tried. So, I think these were 15 pounds because I got them in London before I remembered, which I was glad I did, because we got an all raspberry box for us, and then you could not do a box like this in the Milan stores for some reason. Then, let's see. Moving on to more chocolate, we went to Laderack in London. There's not one in Milan, and I don't have it in here, so I must not have grabbed it. These are like slices of chocolate. They're different ones. And then we bought 2 slab pieces of dark chocolate, a dark chocolate orange and a dark chocolate black currant. We went in there, the lady was like, what sample do you want to try? And we're like, oh, we get to pick. Usually it's like a set sample you try, and it's almost always the hazelnut, so I always say no. She's like, yeah, I mean, not everybody likes the same chocolate. Tell me which ones you want to try. So I tried the orange. My mom tried the black currant. We had to have a slab of both, so we did that. And then, moving back to Fortnum & Mason, my mom wanted, this is part of her Mother's Day gift. She picked most of it out. This one I picked out for her, so she doesn't know this one. She wanted some bits and bobs from Fortnum & Mason and another place we went to of teas and goodies. So the one that she doesn't know about is this. And it is dark chocolate cinders toffee. So it's toffee, like slabs of toffee dipped in dark chocolate. And these are some big chunks. I don't know if I can get that to come through or not. Like, it's big chunks in there. So that is one of the things for her little gift bag basket. I don't know how I'm going to pack it up yet that I got her that she doesn't know about. It's the only one she doesn't know about. She also picked these traditional shortbread cookies. And I picked for me lemon curd biscuits. And she picked this Toffee-licious tea bags from Fortnum & Mason's. She loves toffee, so like it's not something you find a lot over here, but she loves it. And then what else did she pick? She picked the salted caramel biscuits. Now this is actually not from Fortnum & Mason. This is from a company called Wittard, Wittard, in Chelsea. But they do have a location in Texas now, so like you can order it in the States, we found out. And so she wanted the salted caramel biscuits. Also, if you're ever in London and you don't want to pay Fortnum & Mason prices, this company is just as high quality, but not the same prices. So, and I think you get more for your money to be too. Cheaper and a little bit more, but don't quote me on that. But yes, fun little secret there. She also picked the triple chocolate biscuits. No, I think she got this for her friend. I take that back. She picked this up for her friend, the triple chocolate biscuits. She picked, but she also picked for herself some cranberry and raspberry tea from Whitward. And strawberries and cream biscuits with white chocolate chips. I was shocked at this one. We're not white chocolate people, but the rest of it does sound good. So we'll see how that goes. To finish off that place, I picked myself up. They had hot chocolate samples out, and it was so good. So I picked up the sample pack, and there's like salted caramel, luxury hot chocolate, dark hot chocolate. Actually, it's just those 2 flavors. Interesting. Didn't realize that. I thought it was a sample of all the different flavors, but that's okay. And you do need milk for this, so be prepared on that one. It's definitely a day when you want a little extra sugar, and you're not afraid to put out the sugar, because it's a lot of sugar. But the sample was so good. And then we move on to the friend that she got the triple chocolate biscuits for. She was very specific in her tea request. She wanted caramel tea, which was not easy to find, but we went to Twig, which is really premium tea company, and they had a caramel. It doesn't say it's caramel, but it has notes of caramel in it, and we got her this. It's a little tin. It's sealed, or I would show it to you, but it's in like a little decorative tin as well, which I thought was really cute. And then at that same place, for us, they had tea teddies. And so they're like little gummy teddies, and you can just either eat them as a gummy or drop 2 in a cup of tea. I tried it the other night. You actually need 3 for like a normal size American mug, but we got a raspberry and vanilla. And then I got the ginger and lemon as well. Thought that would really be good when you're sick and you just want some homey tea. So that's nice. Then moving on to my puppy, we were in Fortnum and Mason's, and they had a little doggy section. So we got her some venison sticks, which we've already broken into. Had to give her some right away. This was £8.95. And then they also had these roast beef bones, and this is also £8.95. So not sure how much she's liking them, or she wanted to hide her treats and eat them later, so I've kind of found a couple hidden already, but that doesn't mean anything because she does always go back later and eat them. And then I think to finish off Fortnum and Mason, something my mom is getting me and putting away for Christmas or birthday, I'm not sure which, is a little tea strainer for the loose leaf tea. And they had all different ones. I went with a very simple one because to me it looked like the easiest to use size-wise for American size mugs. But yeah, you've got this little silver. It is not sterling, but it has a little bird sitting on top. And then, see if I can do this. When you're done, after you've poured your water into the tea, when you're done, you just set it in there. So I thought that was really nice and just elevates a little bit your cup of tea on a Friday night. So I'll wrap that back up later. Moving back into gifts for other people. I think I'm finishing up soon here. Yes. We were at the Jo Malone at Bicester Village, and my mom wanted to pick up some perfume for a couple of her friends, and they boxed it up very nicely, but they were also doing the classic scent was not on sale at the Bicester Village, just FYI, they're normals, but that's okay. This is not that one. This is a different one, so let me back up. If you got the little bottles, they were running a sale. And it came with the English pear and sweet pea, and the English pear and freesia. Now, I think these are typically £59 each, but if you had bought the gift set, it was £84 for both. And then the selling factor of this was they were doing free engravings that day. So this bottle being small, you could put 3 initials on there, or a 3-letter name. I don't think that's coming through. There you go, I think. So this is for the same friend. He even offered to do it as 2 different boxes so we could gift each one separately, but we didn't do that. It's going to the same person, so it's the same initials on both. But that was really nice of them to do. And then for the other one, it's a classic bigger bottle. It does not have a sale because it's the normal fragrance. Did not come within a sale price just because it was at Bicester. So if you're really like the classic scents and you think if you're going to Bicester, you think you're going to get it cheaper, you're not. Unless they're running like a holiday something, they're just not, it's not on sale. Any of the non-ones, like the seasonal scents, those were on sale. And so this is the English pear and sweet pea cologne that she got for her best friend Rhonda. And it is the big bottle, and let's see if I can get it. they also engraved this as well. So, really nice touch. We didn't even know they were doing it. They, sorry, lost you there. Not sure why. The guy just was like, hey, we're doing this. Do you want it? It's free. And we're like, yeah, of course. Like, way to touch it up, which is something that the regular Jo Malone store was not doing. So it feels like you got a little something extra, even though it wasn't discounted. And then they let you pick your ribbon that you want it boxed up in and all that as well. So, and luckily we got there and others saw, so more people were doing it and we got to beat the line. So that was good because we spent a long time at Beaster, which I'll get into later. And then I think, nope, one more before the final thing. So in Milan, there's I'm sure you've seen these coffee pots that the Italians use. I do have a Dolce & Gabbana one, and my mom bought the most recent Dolce & Gabbana one, which, funny thing is, it was our last day in Milan, and we were walking by the store, and I noticed it had changed, and it was leopard print, and I love leopard print, and I was like, I gotta have it. And it was another Dolce & Gabbana one, but in leopard print, other than my original, which is in the Majolica, the blue Majolica. So my mom was like, I'm gonna put it away for you for Christmas. So I was like, guess I'm starting a coffee pot collection. I don't use it, it's purely decorative, but I loved it. So I got the smaller one since I know I don't use it. I just got the smaller one. But they also have really good coffee, and I remembered that. And if you bought 3 bags, they gave you 20% off. So I did buy 3. I've already broken into one. So I got 2 chocolate because I remember loving the chocolate. And then they had a tiramisu flavor. Ignore this, it got crushed in travel. So like, it doesn't normally it looks like this. But yeah. Really good coffee if you're ever there. Definitely worth buying it. I don't put it in the machine. I do it in my French press. You can't get whole bean. It's just ground. So keep that in mind if you do buy some. And then we also went to the Schiaparelli exhibit at the Victoria and Albert Museum, where it's when fashion becomes art. Great exhibit. Loved it. I've got a whole video I'm going to post of it so you all can see it. But I did want a little souvenir, and since they weren't selling the jewelry at the shop, I'm not sure if I would have bought it. I was really tempted to, though, when we were in Harrods. But they didn't have any particular earrings there that I liked, and I've seen others I have liked. So I decided to wait for another trip. I got these little postcards they were doing, and I thought it would be a cute idea to just put them in like a little frame as a little remembrance. But these are the different postcards on the back. So... yeah, so, and then the title of it, When Fashion Becomes Art. I think these were £10. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I feel like it is. If you are thinking of going to London to see this, it's there till November, and tickets do sell out daily. When we went, we got there at 10 a.m., the first time slot of the day. It was sold out for the day, we heard, and if you're a member, you can wait off to the side and try to, like, feed in, but, yeah, definitely highly recommend it. We loved both things that we did in London on this fashion exhibit and the Harry Potter world, so worth doing. But yeah, I think that's everything that we got as gifts for other people, or just random items that don't fit into my future videos. So tell me what you liked best that I got for someone else, or the random items for ourselves. What was your favorite? What would you have bought differently? So yeah. Looking forward to hearing from you. Please subscribe. It would really go a long way to help me. I really would appreciate it. And if you're enjoying these videos, please look for the others and keep an eye out for all the future content coming out on my trip for London and Milan. So